Whoa, whoa.
And people and everybody else. We hope you guys are having a lovely Sunday. Indeed, yo. Welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel, everything pop culture, and a little bit of everything else in between. You feel me? We got a good old day today. We playing a little bit of catch up here. It's been a long time, not a short time. So, how you doing, BZ? How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Yeah, catch up. A lot of catch up going on. I can't see you,
For
but catch up. Catch up time. Catch up time. We got a lot to do.
okay.
Here we go. But yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Can you see me now, my guy?
A little glitchy.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's get a little something going on here. Come back over here. Turn that on. Come back over here. Turn that off. Hmm. Okay. A little technical difficulties here. Okay. Let's jump out of that. Jump back in that. Lord, it's still glitching. What in the hell? What the hell? They don't want to see me winning. They want to. Yo. All
That
right.
got on your shit.
Let's just see. What about that? What's that looking like for you, bro?
A little better. It's kind of stretched out. I can see you.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on, bruv.
Yeah,
They just
it's
trying
tripping,
to hold
tripping.
us down. They just trying to hold us down.
Tripping,
these are
tripping.
these are issues that ain't never been had before ever.
You know, this is live. This is not pre-recorded. It's live and on the spot.
Live and in color. Okay. I don't know what the hell is happening here. That shit is tripping, gang. Um, that shit is wild.
Tripping. They hating, man.
That's crazy, son. Cause I know we can see you on the stream, but you can't see me.
Mm-hmm. Looking at the YouTube stream on it, it's choppy as hell. Hating.
Hating tough, bro.
That's glitchy, isn't it?
Yo, what's up with it, little man? Let's see. Okay. Okay. I think we back. I think we back in action. Let's see. Let me make sure everything is going here. Let's get the chat back in there. Okay, got that. There we go, yo. There we go. I do believe we are back now. That was insane. That was an insane turn of events that just occurred just now. But hopefully we
Yes,
locked in and we ain't gotta worry about no more shenanigans. All
there we
right,
go.
because that was just grade A shenanigans going on right there. You can't call it anything else. But that was just because that was just ridiculous, bro. I don't even know. Uh, let me see. Um, okay, let's go here. Preview. Boom, there we go. Now in the Discord, you should see us. Everything should be how it normally is now for you
Yeah, it's
bees.
looking good so far.
All right,
Just
all right.
here we go.
Hope everybody is doing good today, bruh. Like, holy hell, this is insanity. The things that have just occurred here. But we here, yo. We here. We locked in. Make sure you guys drop a like and a share on the stream, bro, because it helps out tremendously around these parts. You feel me? It's big spooky season. Happy Halloween to everybody. This Friday is Halloween. So
Yes,
it's about to
sir.
be some good vibes and good times. I hope everybody's having a good time. Um, and all that good stuff. Um, where did we? I don't even know where we left off, bruv. I ain't gonna hold
We were
you.
still doing our intro, man. We were still just
Oh,
talking
okay,
about
okay.
same things we were doing, right? So and speaking of Halloween, we just did a little trunk or treat with the kids, so
Oh,
got out
okay.
a little bit and got some candy, cool,
Hell
cool
yeah.
Halloween family stuff, you know what I mean? So good
Hell
stuff, seen a
yeah.
couple movies, a couple TV shows,
Just okay, all around good
just living
vibes. Love to hear it. Love to
good
see it,
vibes.
bro. Love to hear it. Love to see it, yo. Um, Man, yeah, it was a good weekend for me as well. Just yesterday, me and my esports org, we were doing some Halloween things. You know what I'm saying? At the end of every month, we usually have our org meeting as Vane Esports, and we talk about different stuff. Or this week we were doing this week we did some pumpkin carving, had a little costume contest for everybody a part of the org in the Discord over there. It was just all around good vibes. All around good vibes. So um my son went and played D&D for the first time with some friends. He went over to his
Ooh,
friend's house. They was playing D&D. It was so I was juiced about that. I was like, oh yeah, bro, my young nerd, you feel me, my oldest, getting them in there. I had just got a whole bunch of
Padawan on his
Pokemon
way.
cards too. You feel me? So me and my son, like, I spent like the evening like putting Pokemon cards in the everywhere where they go, sorting them out, and just doing nerd things. You feel me? Putting them where they go,
That's what's up.
seeing what's cracking and all that good stuff. So yeah. This week, I hope this is a good week. I hope everybody's excited for what's about to come
Yeah,
up with Halloween and everything else in between going into November. We got a couple of bangers that are going to be ending our year actually. So, yeah, it's actually pretty hype. That's pretty hype
the
time.
back end is stacked, man.
Yeah,
This
it's
this last
crazy.
quarter is just crazy.
I agree. But let us know how your guys' weekend has been in the comments down below. Welcome to Deary is actually releasing today at 6 p.m.
Day.
PST. So I think we're gonna be freestyling this one and just kind of yapping it up and kind of going over what we can go over, just so we
Yeah,
can also lock in for it when that shit drops a little bit later as well.
exactly.
Uh, I'll be doing another. I'll be dropping another live. I'll go live again for that whenever that is. So like 5:45 maybe I'll go live and then do a watch party for that, depending on how long we're here and all that good stuff. But mainly we're just gonna be talking about Peacemaker, talking about Comic-Con and the things that happened there. Because we haven't really got to talk about any of that stuff at all. Because my
Right.
my OBS was just against us. It was just against us. So we can talk about that Marvel television slate, the OBS, my bad, the Peacemaker stuff, and then some of the New York Comic Con things, bruv. So
Good stuff.
let's start it off with some New York Comic Con things. Let me share. Oh wait, you might be able to see when I go. Oh, let's turn that one
Yeah, stuff right
off.
there. BTS stuff.
And turn this on. Grab this. Shakabow. What in the hell? There we go. So DC, starting with some DC. Oh, I see Hunter in the chat. Hunter said, Marvel
Yeah, I'm gonna
Bros,
shout out
what
to them
is
too.
your thoughts on the comic book news spreading lies and hit piece on James Gunn? I really have no idea what you're
So
talking about. I
I'll
did not
tackle
see
this.
that.
I'll tackle this.
All
So
right, bet.
Cosmic Book News, man. They've been doing this for years, for as long as I can remember. Anyway, as long as I've been like on this side of the geekdom, like the inside information sharing and all
Huh.
of that stuff.
Yeah.
They've been This is what they're known for. Like I've been doing this maybe like 5, 6 years now. And even back then when I first started in this thing, man, they were known for just making up rumors and spreading them as
Mm.
fact, acting like they had, like they just got like inside information and like they're the first ones to know this stuff. And it's all made out. Like 95% of the stuff they say is just not true. Not true.
Dang.
And they've got like a couple things that hit here and there, but like a broken clock, you know how that is.
Yeah.
But like a lot of things that they do is just false information. I tell people don't even waste your time. Don't even give them the engagement by clicking on their website. Don't share any of their stuff.
Damn.
Like don't waste your time or data, and don't give them that like or engagement or anything. Don't comment. Don't click on the website. Don't get on there any of their platforms because it's all just BS from start to finish.
Don't get
So
rage baited.
yeah, exactly, dog, and that's what they do. They farm for engagement, and they don't care that everything they say is wrong. They don't.
They
They've
just want to
made
hit.
up.
They just
They've been
want.
making up shit as
All they
long as
need
I
is
can
three
remember.
people to believe them.
That's it.
And then
That's
they
it.
just run with it.
And they run with it. That spreads like wildfire. You know how the internet is, Twitter X is. They
Yeah,
don't fact check anything. They just share it. And that's all they live off of that. They live off of that. So like Twitter's like their perfect platform where they can just and Threads really because nobody fact checks on there either. And you can
yeah,
just put up a nice little screenshot or something and put a nice little caption behind it. And as long as you got a little verified check beside your name and it sounds like you know what you're talking about, they're gonna go with it. So
that's
comic
true.
book news, man, don't even waste your time on that. It's not even worth us really like going into what they said about Gunn. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
That's crazy. Yeah, I
Now to
wasn't
his
aware
first
of.
comment though, his first comment about Gunn and Man of Tomorrow, we kind of covered it, and I think we're getting to
Let
it
me read
when
that
we
real
talk a little
quick.
Peacemaker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Marvel Bros. What is your thoughts on James Gunn saying that Man of Tomorrow goes beyond Man of Tomorrow, and James Gunn is playing the long game, and I hope we get 3 decades of Gunn's story.
not getting three
Oh.
decades, dog. But and we'll cover it. We'll cover that when we talk Peacemaker. But what he set up and the finale
Yeah,
is already outside of Man of Tomorrow. It's beyond Man of Tomorrow. So we'll go into that
facts.
when we get there. But
Yeah.
just the location alone of where Peacemaker is sets up everything beyond Man of Tomorrow, beyond Superman, beyond Earth. Put it
Yeah.
that way.
That's good. That's a good observation there for sure. So let's get into it. We got New York Comic Con, DC, Batwoman, Deathstroke, Firestorm, Shadow of the Bat, Barbara Gordon Breakout, the Demon, Lobo, Zantana. What the hell is all of this? What's going on here?
Stuff, man. Stuff.
This is crazy. Are these comics or something, or what is this?
Comics. A lot of these are
Okay.
comics. Some of them have
Uh,
been kind of hinted at already in some of the other books that we've been showcasing here. And
oh, okay,
so, but
okay.
yeah, that's what we're looking at here. Some more comics to look forward to reading, and their designs and all that stuff, and what they're doing. You know, they're starting to do their little crisis arc again with C.A.G.E and what they've been setting up with the Absolute
Oh,
universe
okay.
and stuff. So we're going to get a lot of characters. I don't want to say reimagined, but just kind of even repurposed, but just like just more characters coming in into this new run that we got going.
That's cool. I'm definitely down for that.
So
Okay. Oh, Vision Quest, baby. Let's talk about some Vision Quest. Okay, Vision Quest was definitely announced at San Diego, at New York Comic Con, yo. And a whole bunch of other things were announced with that. Ain't that right, Beast?
mm, whole bunch of other stuff, dog. We got everything that we talked about these last 3-4 years. Every single thing that we told y'all, they confirmed and they brought
For
up
real.
and they showcased. Especially about Vision Quest, dog. Everything we said when we talked about Ultron returning, we talked about
Mm-hmm.
White Viz and how he's gonna be. We talked about the other AI characters and how they're gonna be in human form.
Oh,
Everything we've
yeah.
talked about, castings and all of that, everything we talked about, confirmed. Bam, check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark. We don't miss it. We
Literally.
don't miss it. We in the future over
that
here.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Them talking about, James Spader and just literally everything, bro. And I was like, ah, ha, ha, motherfucker, ha, ha. Like, bro, we already knew. We already knew, yo. And it was, yeah, that was dope. That
It's
was
cool,
dope
man.
indeed, man, for sure, for sure.
Vision
I'm
Quest
hyped
sounds
for
like a
Vision
heater, man.
Quest though. Yeah, Vision Quest sounds like an absolute banger, bruv. I think they even gave us the actors for Tommy, the actor for Tommy. Is that right? Like,
Yep. We knew that one too, though. We knew that one
yeah,
too.
we
They
knew
confirmed
that.
it.
Yeah.
It's like they tried to put him out as Tucker when they announced he was cast, right? It was like
Mm.
Tucker. They're like, yeah, there's no Tucker. He's Tommy, guys. He's Tommy. That's what they
Uh,
do. They do it all the time. They do it all the time. They'll
yeah,
announce the casting of somebody and they'll put like a code name behind it. They did it.
yeah.
I mean, every project they've done it, man. Even going back to Werewolf by Night, it was like they did it with Aubrey Plaza for Agatha. You know what I mean? Like they do it all the time. They're like, oh,
Mm.
she's this person. Like, oh, she's death, dog. She's death. But yeah, you know what I
she
mean. Yeah,
she's
they
dead for
do it. That's
sure.
that's how they do it. It's just for them to not to give away too much too soon. And I get it, but like, come on, y'all.
Yeah.
Sucker.
I wish they would just lean into it instead of like trying to make everything such a big mystery. That's one thing that I can say that I have enjoyed about like the DCU is it's not like some giant mystery about things all the
Oh no.
time,
Yeah.
right? And even if it is a mystery, like I mean, even down to Ultraman in Superman, right? Like they
Mhm.
show you damn near at the start of the movie when he's walking up, and then the shit just opens up for him. It's like they're telling you, hey, this thing only opens for Superman DNA. This dude might be a clone. You know what I mean? Like that. Like they're telling you
Immediately.
right off the back.
Immediately.
But with Marvel, bro, it's like it's the most drawn out thing ever, bro. It's like
They stretch it. They stretch it, dude.
and sometimes it's
Come on,
like
y'all.
this has to be for no one but the general audiences that have no idea what's going on whatsoever. But it's like, bro, come on. At
Literally it.
some point, just throw us in the game, coach. Like we know what the hell is happening. We know what's going
Exactly.
on here.
Exactly. All right, okay,
Outside
y'all.
of outside of Vision Quest, which I'm freaking super pumped from They also gave us some news for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, letting us know that we will be indeed getting a season 2, and we are gonna be tapping in with some more Venom stuff and some more shenanigans all the way along, all the way down the road, bro. I'm hyped for that.
Everybody loves anything Venom on screen, man. On
That's
like the
true.
on animated level. Like, let's go for it. Just
Yeah.
do it. Just do it. We want it. We know it. Just come on. Drop that shit.
Just
Like, I'm
put
hyping
it
that
in
we
there.
got it first season. We got it first season with
Yeah.
the opening episode, right? So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
that shit cooking.
Yeah, and it's dope that we're gonna see that shit come right back around. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna see it come right around as it should, as it needs to. I'm pretty pumped for it, yo. I loved everything that they did with season 1. Season 1 was a absolute
Absolutely.
banger, bro. Like again, I think this show, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, actually does the thing that we were just talking about, right? They do not hold any punches. Like this character is
Mhm.
this character. Here you go. Outside of like
Yep.
seeing Bruh become Tombstone, like slowly in the show, which was
Yeah.
awesome, right? Like they still didn't hold back with even Spider-Man being Spider-Man, or any of the
Right.
villains that he went up
Spider-Man,
against.
Nico, Scorpion,
Yeah,
straight into it. Straight
exactly,
into it.
exactly.
Daredevil, straight into it.
Yeah, so I can only imagine what they're gonna be doing with season 2, bro. Like for real, I can only imagine what's gonna be going down in season 2 of this show. Cause god dang, bro, they already started it on such
It's
a
gonna be
high
crazy.
note. Yeah, bro, like they started it on a crazy high note with that first season, bro. Like it was like, hey,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah. They started fast and ended fast, man. There wasn't any slow
very
moments. They
true.
didn't. They didn't BS us on any of it. They just kept going, right? There was no fillers, so to speak, right? It was all
Yeah.
information, straight to the point, action. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. This is where we're going. Keep up.
Keep up, my guy. That's
Keep up.
it. Like nothing else to say other than keep up, for real, for real. They also announced season 2 of X-Men 97. Another banger that we definitely need some more of, bruh. Like what? Both of these shows were bangers. X-Men 97 it's so good, bro. X-Men 97 was so
Oh,
good. So
dude.
I
Think
can't
about where we
wait to
left
see.
off with X-Men 97. It's been a minute, but let's refresh y'all.
Yeah.
Apocalypse is pulling up. The four
Yep.
horsemen are pulling up. Gambit just died, right? He pulled the Gambit's card
Yep.
of the four horsemen, bro. Like, that's where we are now. We still got Onslaught coming. Like, come on, y'all.
Yeah, it's
Come
about
on,
to be
y'all.
it's gonna be a crazy season 2 is all I can say, bro. Like it is going to be
Goodness.
a crazy season 2 indeed.
Not ready. We're not ready.
We definitely not ready, bro. How could we
Not
be
ready,
though?
bro.
How could we be ready with what they about to be pulling off? This is about to be
Craziness.
insane. I hope that we get to see Cyclops, like another side of Cyclops in this animated form on screen, to where he does
Mm.
start becoming a different side of himself. You know what I mean? Like I'm hoping that's where we start to go, especially with
Yeah, we
everything that
get
just
the
happened.
yeah.
When
Yeah, we
when
need
he
that
starts
style,
being
right?
more like Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? Like when
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
he
Yeah. Like, we've seen the cold, calm, and collected Cyclops so far. We need unhinged Cyclops. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah. So
We need
I
unhinged
feel
Scott
like
coming. We need Scott.
all the shit that just went down, Krakoa and all of this, all of those crazy things. I think it's a good
Yeah.
spot for him to lose his shit. Um,
Mhm.
I'm
Deserved.
kind of
Hell yeah.
wondering if we like pick up right where we left off with that, or how far we're gonna be in the future when it comes to the events that transpire afterwards. You know?
Good point. It's a good point because it's really on a crazy note right now. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's a good point. It's about to get crazy.
It is about to get wild, brother. It's about to get wild.
Please, man.
And then we also got Daredevil Born Again. We got a season 2 for that, yo. It was the announcement of the season 2s, honestly, yo. Like that's really what.
Was
And I'm not
and we
mad
got
about that.
the official first look of him in the black costume with the D's on the chest.
Oh yeah,
Everybody in the world had been waiting for that.
legit.
And here it is. We've been waiting since the Netflix days for that suit, man.
Yeah,
Here we are. Here we are.
very
Only
true.
took 10 years.
Oh, and then I think our guy actually pulled up the 19-second trailer that was there. Let's see if we can watch
These
this.
are
Maybe not.
oh, we,
Maybe
we
it got
got
taken
Jessica
down.
Jones in it, which we all knew she was in it. I mean, we knew before we knew. Again, shout out to us on this channel. Um,
Yeah, I
but
don't think I
yeah,
can press
yeah,
play on
we
it.
got that. She leaked the trailer herself.
Yeah, which I was
And
not
her,
prepared for.
I was like, all right, sure. So we're just doing whatever we want to do. Got it. Yeah,
Hey,
shout out to
why
Kristen
the
Ritter
hell not?
for leaking the trailer early. We
Big
appreciate you,
facts.
Jessica
We
Jones.
definitely appreciate you, Jessica.
We appreciate y'all. Just to let y'all know, man, just it doesn't end with Jessica, bro. Like
mm,
we're getting these Netflix characters, y'all. We're getting them back. Charlie Cox
true.
isn't the first or the last one we're getting, dog. We already got Kingpin, right? We're going to get even the
Uh-huh.
side characters, right? Some of the police officers, we're getting them. We're
Yeah.
getting them, right? So like everything we wanted from the Netflix shows, we're getting. Okay, so don't for any reason think we're not gonna get that. Even the
Yeah.
stuff we don't want, like Finn Jones. Sorry, you're probably gonna see him again. Throwing that out
But
there.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I think it's okay, you know, that we see all
Mhm.
these crazy things happening and I know people are like kind of over some of these characters, but I'm not. I'm not over a lot of them just yet.
I
You
like
know.
the commitment to continuity. I think that says a lot.
Yeah, bro.
That
Yeah.
says a lot on their end. The commitment to continuity is like, well,
Yeah.
we can take what we got and improve upon it. So I
I
like
got
that
I
idea.
like that. That's a good point that you even bring up with though is that commitment to continuity because we talk about that shit so much when it comes to Marvel and how sometimes
Mm,
they miss the mark when it comes to that continuity. At least when it comes to one project to the next, right? Like they'll release
mhm.
projects in one calendar year, but one of those projects is slated in the year 2023 and the other one is like in 2027 and the other one is in
Yeah,
2025, so it's like bro there is no continuity to what the hell is actually happening here.
yeah.
And it's one thing that was like a breath of fresh air with Peacemaker, both seasons, right? Because season one of
Mhm.
Peacemaker picks up after Suicide Squad, and then season two of Peacemaker picks up after Man of Steel. So I mean, not Man of Steel, not Man of Tomorrow either. Superman, just Superman,
Superman.
the last son of Krypton, as they call him. You
Yeah.
know what I
And
mean?
even with that, what he did, he just in retrospect went back and retconned stuff from season one to
Yeah,
make it in line with where we are, so there wasn't any confusion. Because that was our conversation going in, right?
that's
We were
very
like,
true.
these are two different timelines, essentially.
And he
Like
fixed
if
that
we're being
continuity in a
he
previously
fixed that
on.
problem, right? He fixed that problem
Before we
immediately.
even watched before the show
Immediately.
even came on, it just said previously in the DCU. Like, oh, well, there you go.
Fixed it right there. Took care of it.
Call the
Went
Justice
back and even
Gang. Well, there you go. Like that's it, bro. Like that's legit it, bro. Like there's no other confusion to be had
problem
there.
solved. Problem solved. Pothole closed.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
So
that kind of
I'm
stuff.
I'm really
Mm.
hoping to see something, something greater from a lot of these projects, especially from. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I really would like Daredevil, the Punisher, Spider Man. I would really like for those to like kind of go into each other one way or the other. They didn't say anything
Would
about
make
Punisher,
sense,
so I
right?
don't even know when that shit is gonna drop. They might even drop that after Spider Man, knowing how Marvel is moving right now, especially because they want
Exactly.
Doomsday to be like the big thing and all this other stuff that's going on. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
I don't know where
I
we
like
go
if
here
you
from
think
here for
about
real.
that. Like those three guys are literally like the same level, right? Like you
Mm-hmm.
got your extinction level threats, your cosmic level threats, and then your street level threats. Those guys are the street level threat handlers, right?
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Punisher, Daredevil, like those guys have to interact somewhere. They're in the same city. Just start
Yeah.
there. Start
For
there.
real.
Like it's just a
Legit.
different part. They're in Hell's Kitchen, right? Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, but Daredevil and Punisher. They're in Hell's Kitchen, but that's still New York.
Yeah.
It's just a subsection of New York. It's like there's no reason for them not to cross paths. That's why I think it's genius that they announced what we probably all knew anyway, and we did on this channel, going back to us being right all the time, that Punisher was going to be in the Spider-Man film. There's no reason
Yeah,
for that not to happen. There's no reason for that not to happen.
that's true.
It was just like almost like a natural succession. There's no reason for it to not be a thing. So why we act like these people are operating just without knowing that everybody's operating?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Daredevil's gonna show up in there somewhere too, because if we're dealing with what we're dealing with, then there's no reason for some of these other Daredevil related villains to not be in on the action, which will then pull Daredevil in too. There's a lot of
No, you make
Daredevils
a
and
really good
Spider-Man's
point.
villains cross over with each other.
Yeah, they do, for real. And you make a really good
You know what I
point.
mean? Like
And
Daredevil's
that's
been dealing
something
with
too
Fisk,
that
but Fisk is a Spider-Man villain.
I was about to say that. I'm really interested in how they handle Fisk because Fisk is not allowed to be on screen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not allowed to be on screen, like in live action form. So it's like there's just so many
Crazy.
weird things around that there's so much shit on the back end when it comes to all of these, like all these contracts and the deals that we have literally zero idea how it works when it comes to all of that stuff. I mean, we didn't even know the whole Wilson Fisk thing until the actor told us this year.
He
Like
said
this
it.
year,
Yep.
he told us like,
Yep.
"Hey, bro, they can't even do that."
Can't
You know
do
what I
that.
mean? Like, I will never appear
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
movie ever, my boy, because they like,
yeah,
bro. And it's just like, damn, bro. Like, so Marvel is
yeah.
forced to kind of bob and weave in all these different areas, and it's like, okay, let's bring a different villain in that would actually be here. You know, it's like in the
Yeah,
MCU, Fisk is a Daredevil villain. He's not a Spider-Man villain. Like it's just so
exactly.
it's so different, bro. It's wild.
Yeah, that red tape is crazy, man.
The red tape, bro, is
The red tape is
brutal.
crazy. And that was like kind of the issue with like before the DCU became, long before the DCU came DCU and DC still had all those TV shows. That was a part of
Mm,
the problem too, was a lot of characters they couldn't use because
damn.
they were designated for the big screen, even though we never saw them on the big screen. But because they were designated contractually for big screen use only,
Oh.
we couldn't see them on shows like Gotham. There's a lot of characters on Gotham. That's why they couldn't use Batman for so long. They were still working
Mm.
contracts out for that, even though the show is about freaking
Batman,
the city of
basically,
Gotham and
like
Batman, right?
yeah, it's Batman and all of and his protege and everything that they have
And
done and
everything
built.
that came
Like,
with him.
yeah,
You can get everything Batman except Batman. We done had the whole rogues gallery out here,
literally,
but no Batman until the last season, the last episode of the last season. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, but that's again with that, and they even flirted around with how they presented the Joker because Joker is another one who's an on a big screen thing only. They didn't call him Joker, right?
Oh,
He was twins. You know what I mean? It was like they played with the name, but it was his name wasn't Jack or his name was Jerome. You know what I mean? You
yeah,
know,
like in
so that's how
Gotham.
they played with it, though. Yeah, that's how they played with it. And so at red tape, it kind of forces them to be creative with how they present all these things and the characters that they can and can't use. And it sucks as the fans have to deal with that, but it's
Yeah,
contracts. You know what I mean?
yeah, that shit is crazy for real. It's actually crazy and it's ridiculous
Same,
as well. It's like,
same,
bro, come
same,
on,
dude.
son, what are we doing? You know, like what are we doing?
But I'm hoping the DCU kind of streamlines things a little bit more, and that's kind of what it sounds like Gunn's plan is.
Mm.
Kind of streamline the use of characters on the shows and in the movies and into the video games. But again, that's all contractual stuff that they got to work out. So that kind of stuff takes
Like
time.
for all
So
we know, he had to put Green Lantern and Superman before they could make a Lantern show because he has to contractually
right,
show up
yeah,
in a movie before he can show up in a television show. Like it could be some crazy shit like that going on.
literally that kind of stuff right there.
That's
We never
terrible,
know.
bro.
We
That's
never know.
terrible. Yeah, we will never know,
That's
bro. We're
that
just
red
gonna,
tape. That's that red tape. You
yeah.
gotta dance around it, man. You gotta dance around it. It's so
Because like
stupid.
think
It's
how
like they
like
all own it. It's all IP,
that's
but there's so
brutal.
many restrictions with your own IPs. It's just
Yeah,
insane.
yeah. Because of all these contracts and
Insane.
deals that happened before you even started working. Like before you was even working
Oh
there,
man,
these deals was already made, bro, by people at the high
already
ups,
in
bro.
place.
Like So you just gotta roll with the punches. That's pretty brutal.
I take
Yo,
it
we
as
got
it comes,
Terrell in the
man.
chat. What's up with Terrell? Welcome in, G. How you
He
doing, my
squared.
guy? Double T in
He
the
squared,
morning,
my
G. I
boy.
hope you having a good one, bro.
What's up, man? What's up?
Two T's. Hope you having a good day, bro. Bruh. But yeah, yo, that shit is whack. Honestly, it's whack how that
It
ends
is.
up
It
happening,
is.
bro. Um, but we got another. I think the last thing that they announced there was this trailer for Marvel Television's Wonder Man. So we'll go ahead and check that out, and then we'll talk about that a little as well, and then we can move on to whatever is next. Oh wait, I gotta go live. Let me share
Let's
this in
do
the
it.
cord too, real quick, so you can hear it. Let's get that audio. Okay, share screen. Let me know if you can hear it, bro.
The entertainment world is stunned today.
Can you hear that? Can you hear that?
When internationally celebrated and The entertainment world is stunned today when internationally celebrated and reclusive filmmaker Von Kovac sprung out of retirement to sign on for a remake of Wonder Man. Mr. Von Kovac, could you tell us more?
Everyone is tired of superheroes. There is an opportunity to reimagine a whole genre of storytelling.
Have you thought about casting?
So, what's this big audition you were talking about?
It's a huge opportunity. I'm auditioning for Wonder Man.
Did you hear about Wonder Man? You need to be in this movie.
Sorry, you crazy.
I was born to play this character.
Are you serious? Boo, they are already talking to Leo.
Damn, not Leo.
You just gotta go out there and crush it.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to come up with a backstory for the character.
Well, trust the words. Just show up and say them.
No, that's not my process.
Well, your process can go blow a spider.
You guys killing it in there, bro.
Where have I seen him before?
Pretty sure he used to be a terrorist.
Oh, that's right.
You can
Yeah,
slate
he
whenever you're
was
ready.
indeed.
Simon Williams, reading for Wonder Man.
Listen to me, Simon. The callback is happening now. Just be normal.
Normal man. The breakdown is go method.
Come in. Mr. Kovac will meet you in the living room.
So you all here to meet Von Kovac?
Hello, everyone. I want to explore the place between fiction and non-fiction.
That's tight.
We are going to make the last movie on Earth. No one will have the balls to make another. And action!
Any news from Von Kovac?
There is news you'll be the first to know.
Unless you call me again, in which case I will never tell you.
Damn.
It's a year. Let's go.
Yo,
Not
that's
early.
crazy.
All right, so this is actually what we talked about as well. It being super meta, right? An actor
Yeah.
who's playing an actor who's playing a superhero.
Yeah.
Come on, like, right? Right. We know Simon Williams is like a famous actor in the comics too. So it's like, here we go.
Mhm.
But I think what we're getting here, obviously you see that Wonder Man is a movie that exists in there, right? In the
Yeah, very
universe
much
when it
Flash
comes to
Gordon. It's giving Flash
Super
Gordon for
Flash
sure.
Gordon.
Yeah.
Right? Super Flash Gordon. So they're rebooting it, right? Which is pretty freaking meta for what we're witnessing anyway in the
And
fact of what we're watching.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And now they're rebooting, which means recasting, which,
Yeah,
aren't we kind of doing this stuff right now with some of these other projects? So
true.
for that, now we know obviously Simon Williams will get the role because come on, Simon Williams, and he will be the role of Wonder Man. But now it becomes him not acting because obviously at some point he's going to get these powers. It's just about how he gets these powers to become Wonder Man.
Yeah.
So I think
It's
people are a little
definitely-
bit off put about this particular trailer because it's not showing like
any
Wonder Man the
superhero
Wonder
stuff.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just showing like the regular human Simon Williams, which I get it. Like if we're being true to the character, that's not how it goes, right? But again,
Yeah.
you know, let's see how we get to that point where he is the superhero that we all know and love. And let's see if they eventually. It doesn't look like they're gonna touch anything of Wanda right now.
Yeah,
We're it's literally
exactly.
like his beginnings, right? So I don't. It's gonna be a while before we get to that point. If we get to that point with them, because it doesn't look like they'll even touch that. But it looks pretty interesting. And I've been hearing a lot of good things about this. I've only heard good things about it. I haven't heard anyone say anything negative about this show yet. I will see, you know, later on. But like
Yeah.
the early words out of this is everything looks pretty darn good. So we'll see. But I like how meta this is.
It is very meta. I agree. It's mad meta, and it's meta to the point where they even have bro talk about himself being a terrorist in Iron Man 3 and that kind of way. You know what I mean? Like it is meta in the MCU. It's meta in real life. It's just all types of meta all the way around. And I honestly think that little tidbit that they added in the trailer about him being a terrorist might actually really play a part in who it is that they're meeting, that Von whatever dude. And crazy side note, I might be wrong about this, but bro hella reminds me of the president from Superman. That's the first thing that I thought.
That's
it's him, right?
That's
Okay.
That's
I just had to make
That's
sure. I was like, bro, this is the
That's
president, bro. Like, I was like, all I can think
Yeah.
of is Superman's secret harem. Like that's all I can. That's all I can hear in my head, bro.
That's it. He got work
You
immediately after getting killed off.
he got to work, bro. So,
They
that
check
has
from
me
both of them. Why
excited,
not?
bro. That has me really excited for this. I think whoever that dude is, I think he's really gonna be on some crazy demon time. I have
You
a
are
vibe
correct.
like this is like Chronicle almost. Like we're gonna really see that kind of heroes and all these powers, and he's like, bro, we're gonna do something that's never been done. We're gonna break the fucking industry by giving you powers for real on screen while we're making this movie, and then you really are gonna become a superhero. Like,
So check this out. Check this out. Staying in that lane,
okay.
Von Kovac in the 616 is actually a villain, a
Oh
huge
shit.
villain. He goes head to head with Iron Man. He's actually kind of a god now. He's attained like the power cosmic, and he's like he's doing
Shit.
like some crazy shit, trying to remake realities and shit. The new Battle World comic
Mm-hmm.
is like remnants of like what Von Kovac was doing. What he was trying to do with the power
Oh.
cosmic, right? So is that kind of thing going on now? There's an alternate version of Von Kovac who is a movie director. So to your point, what if they are taking both versions,
Oh.
putting them together in order to do what you said is going to happen?
Yeah. I could definitely see that. And there's enough. I think we know that there's enough remnants of technology and different things like that in the MCU that people
Oh
are
yeah,
able to do something with it. And if this dude is has a hell of money, because it looks like he does from what we see in this trailer, when they walk up to his house, he got the giant house. He's a super popular dude. Everyone knows who this director person is. So it just kind of it seems to me like he really is going to want to do what has never been done before and show someone becoming a superhero and following that journey of what that means, not just doing the whole Wonder Man thing. And when they walk into Bruh's house and he's just sitting there, it looks like he's just surrounded by goons and all this, like it's just a lot of little things here from this that give me a vibe of like we really aren't sure what's going to be going on in this. I'm hoping it's not all dropped at once. It kind of seems like they're gonna drop it all at once, though.
it feels like it, but I'm with you. I'm hoping they do
Yeah,
this because that would even be even more meta, right? Like
yeah,
dropping the TV show that like it's already meta on so many levels. It would be even more meta if we have to do this on a weekly basis.
I agree. That's really the strat. But I think at the end it says like an 8 episode event streaming or something like that.
Mhm.
And usually when they
Yeah,
say
true. Yeah,
that
that's
straight out, that means they're dropping all of the episodes at one time. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
and I hope that's not what they're doing, but it does seem to be what they will be doing. So
Right.
unfortunate,
So
but
we'll see. I hope it's not.
yeah,
But
same.
But again,
I'm
I'm hoping this is a heater. People are, they've only given us this small part of the larger story. All we got was probably
exactly.
like pieces of episode 1
Yeah.
at most, right? At most. So we'll see. We'll see. We got a couple months to go, so we'll see how it all goes.
We definitely will.
What's
But
it?
I'm
What, 3 months
hyped,
to the
man.
date? Tomorrow, 3 months to
Is it?
tomorrow. So it's January 27th. Tomorrow's October 27th. So
Damn.
literally 3 months out.
Damn, that's crazy. Mark your calendars, chat, because we gonna be here watching Wonder Man
Facts.
and breaking it down for sure.
Facts. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Same, bruh. Let us know how you guys are feeling, chat. We're about to get into the Peacemaker finale breakdown. We're gonna be talking about it, getting into it, and all that stuff.
We got info for you.
Because, bruh, it is it's a crazy around these parts, yo. So let's get into our final topic of the day, and that is all things Peacemaker finale. So, in the season finale of Peacemaker Season 2, we see several music videos for no fucking reason. No, I'm just playing.
We did though. We did.
Yo, that was ridiculous, bro.
I was getting his musical itch off on this one, bro.
Yeah, literally, man. And something that I think I saw someone in the Discord say it, and I really stand by it too, is that, from Gunn's days and from the age that he is, a cameo back in the day is in fact a member of a band being in a movie as themselves, like
That's true.
that's legit what a cameo was back in the day. Like, did you see,
Right.
like David Hasselhoff in SpongeBob, right? He's just himself. He is David Hasselhoff. That's usually what people expect from a cameo, right? Like, it's just something kind of ridiculous. It's just mad meta. You know what I mean? It's very meta how the cameo is, where it's the character being themselves in the thing. Again, if you look at actually, I think something that really hits this home is if you watch the Guardians Christmas special. Because Kevin Bacon is indeed a cameo, right? Like, he's a huge piece of the thing as well, like all of these things. So if you really just kind of,
the whole plot.
yeah, exactly, bro. So it's like, once you like just thinking about how Gunn is and all of that stuff, like, it makes sense, bro. Like, what cameos can you even, what cameos are there that haven't actually had a purpose to be there? Even freaking Superman.
That's a good point.
Peacemaker and Superman. That was all. That was just to show you, hey, he's about to be in the show. Like, bro,
he's here.
that was not even.
He's here. All of this is connected. And I think part of the confusion is the way Gunn packaged his wording. I think that's what really got people thinking one thing, and it turned out to be another. Like we said, Gunn likes to play the semantics game. He doesn't like you. He answers questions in a way that kind of doesn't answer the question, but it leaves more questions, and it leads you to think one thing. When I think Gunn's thinking he's being clever, I think he's not realizing he's kind of adding confusion, which kind of backfires on him. People try to come at him, and it's like, well, I didn't say this, I said this. You know what I mean? It's like people were thinking. There's a lot of people thinking like Booster Gold would be a cameo, which if you put it all together with all these doors that lead to all these universes, and Booster Gold being who Booster Gold is, a person from the future who can travel timelines, it makes sense. On top of the fact that when asked directly, would Booster Gold be showing up, Gunn said, if you're a fan of Booster Gold, you won't be disappointed. He didn't say no, but he didn't say yes, but he didn't say no, right? So it left it so open-ended. We were like, all right. And then he came back later and was like, you've never seen anything like this before. This episode is a banger. So, he really like put the hype out there. And then none of that shit happened. And so it kind of got people like looking in one direction and kind of pissed people off. And it's like, well, they're gonna like the way he worded it, it kind of put people's thought process over here, and I don't think Gunn realized that exactly what happened. But when he's trying to fire back with it, he was like, "Oh, I never said that." But it's like, no, 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 no. You kind of did though. You didn't tell us not to expect it. You left it open for us to expect it, which I get is kind of like the eyes on it, right? I like how fighters they sell their matches by just getting on the internet and talking shit. Just talk shit. They'll even start talking shit about other promotions that ain't got nothing to do with them, just to piss people off and get more eyes on them, right? It's kind of the same thing here. So it's just like you kind of have to parse
I
through
mean, he even said
Gunn's
that,
words.
in the Peacemaker podcast. No. He said it when a couple of the YouTubers, like, they did a interview with him. He like had a couple of people come in, and I know specifically about some stuff. He was like, "Yo, that like people will take one thing that I said one time and like follow it up on to the full extent." And I'm like, "Yeah, of course they will." But he also
Yeah,
went
exactly.
to yeah, exactly, and then he also like kind of made that point to say, damn, I lost my whole train of thought. But yeah, so I understand where a lot of people are coming from, but also I think people need to chill. Like moreover than
I
anything, I
agree.
think people need to chill, right? Because it's like on one hand, I think it's very similar to the things that we might even hear anybody say. Like, I don't think him saying, if you're a fan of Booster Gold, you won't be disappointed. I don't think that's too far off from the things that, like, Kevin Feige would even say, or the Russo bros would say, some shit like that. You know what I mean? And it
Russo's be
may
making
not
shit up
go
too.
anywhere. You know what I mean?
Russo's be making shit up.
Like they just make shit up, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. And I'm like, I understand
Yeah.
people have this feeling with like I don't know where people got all this hype around. I understand the hype around James Gunn, but it's like people put this dude on a pedestal like he can't make a mistake ever and all this other stuff. It's like, bro, that's just part of being human. That's just part of being a normal person, bro. But everybody's like, nah, it's almost like people say James Gunn says that his shit don't stink, but it's like, bro, that's not true. You know what I mean? All you got to do is listen to this
Yeah.
guy once, listen to his interviews, and he'll tell you that his shit stinks, and he'll tell you that like he messes up and all of this other stuff, and I think that's also something that's very apparent in the type of characters that he creates as well. But it's just really dope to see in this show. It was dope to see everything in this show. Feige wouldn't lead people like this, though. Yes, he would. Feige still got people believing that the ABC Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are canon to the MCU when he's doing everything that shows that it's not. You know what I mean? He will never flat out say yes or no to that question. So that's literally him doing the same thing. You feel me? Like that. And that's my point. It's
That's a good
like
point.
people will just ignore when Feige does this religiously. I mean, he's done this all the time. They straight up told us that Endgame was not the name of the movie when it was. I mean, there's so many lies that Marvel has told over the years. From saying that Captain America Civil War was Serpent Society to like all of this stuff, bro. Like they're just constantly blatantly lying in our faces, and then we're just eating the shit up. But then as soon as someone else does it, we're like, oh, how dare you do that? I'm like, come on guys, like we got to chill out just a little bit, bro. Like let's be a little rational here.
Yeah, it's both sides. It's both sides. It's valid on both ends. People gotta chill. Gunn gotta chill. Everybody's gotta chill. Everybody's gotta chill. Feige gotta chill. Everybody gotta chill because like
Everybody gotta
people are
chill.
looking for information, right? People want to know what's going on. So when you say things that kind of leave it open ended and open to interpretation, and you don't shut it down, because that's the other thing. That's the other thing. Because Gunn will get out here and shut down shit that's blatantly not true. If he wasn't doing that part of it, and I don't think this part of it would get so much scrutiny. But it's the fact that he will get out here and literally shut down rumors and shoot down rumors and fire back at things that he says aren't true, even though some of them are true. But that's besides the point, whether it is or not. The fact that he goes and makes that effort to put these things down, I think that clashes with the other side of it. So it's just like, all right, that's why I'm saying everybody got to chill out. Everybody got to chill out. Gunn got to quit pressing send. Everybody got to quit hounding Gunn.
Yeah. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say before. James, he said in the interview, he said that, you know, the reason why he doesn't do Comic-Con, or why he's not a big fan of doing Comic-Con, is that it's a waste of money, basically. He's like, yo, I can drop the script for Man of Tomorrow, just a picture, and it'll generate the same amount of buzz that we would, if not more, than if we go to San Diego Comic-Con and do all this other stuff. And it's like, damn, bro.
True.
Like I feel that. And I feel it on the aspect of, you know, like, for a lack of better words, Gunn is engagement farming, and a lot of people just fall for it. And I feel like that's their fault. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like a lot of y'all watching it, it's your lack of media literacy that is causing you to be angry. Like, you know, like, you're not supposed to listen to every word that these dudes are saying. They're getting interviewed 10 to 20 times a day, bro. Like sometimes people don't remember the shit that they say in the same day. So it's like, bro, they getting interviewed by 20 different people. Everybody's asking them all these questions. Like, they can't catch a break. They can't catch a break. Nah, bro. I just feel like shit is crazy out here, son.
That's what I'm saying. All of these points, every single point for either side is completely 1000% valid. Everybody chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
There we go. Right, chill the fuck out. Now the media is gonna do what they do. They're going to ask all these questions. That's their job.
Exactly.
Try to answer them without answering them. That's his job. But you can't give away these things. You can't give away the game before the game. Then there's no point in playing, right?
You can't be like, oh yeah, this all leads to doomsday. Like, you can't just.
He's not going to say that, and you can't expect them to say that. You can't expect them to say that. Like, it's like asking Feige before Spider-Man No Way Home, hey, is Toby and Andrew going to be in the film? He's not going to say yes.
Bro, Andrew Garfield ain't going to say yes.
Andrew was on a great. Andrew was lying the entire time, and we knew it. But he still couldn't say yes, dog. We knew he was going to be in it. He was starting to make up analogies that didn't even make sense, just to not say yes. But what the fuck else is he gonna say? Right? We have Jamie Foxx and Alfred Molina doing literal interviews of them being in the film, and they're not supposed to be telling anybody that they're in the film. They went rogue like a mug. Jamie Foxx Inc. wasn't even dry on his contract. He already put that shit on Instagram. I'm back and I'm not blue. Excuse me? You was in Andrew Garfield movie. Oh, is Andrew Garfield coming? Alfred Molina, you was in Tobey Maguire's movie. But they're not gonna all say yes. Right? So it's like they, you know, their hands are tied in some of the things that they got to do, and media is gonna press them. Want the media to press them because that's why we're watching. I'm not watching for you to ask some stupid softball questions like, "What's it like being the head of DC Studios?" I don't give a fuck what it's like, brother.
Yeah,
we're gonna be in the next Superman movie. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't care what you got to deal with on your day-to-day basis.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Literally.
Softball questions. Ask the real questions. Hey, dog. Who pulling up with Lobo in Supergirl movie? That's right there. Tell me that.
Yeah.
Tell me that. Right? Or at least ask it. He ain't gonna tell you, but ask it. That's what I'm here. That's why I'm watching the stupid interview.
Yeah.
He can't say yes. You know, and then people expecting him to answer the questions. That's just ridiculous. It's not gonna happen ever.
Yeah,
that's why they quit putting Tom Holland on the cameras.
It's wild. But I really like the finale though. We obviously had to kind of crash out about all that stuff a little bit first because, you know, that was the biggest consensus over the finale for sure. Like that was the biggest thing that people came away from that finale with is like, how dare he? Yeah. Like, and I was just like, bruh.
Yeah, and that kind of overshadowed what we actually got in the finale. And I understand, I agree to a certain extent that it kind of fell flat versus the hype. But like putting that aside,
the shit that we got
is that aside.
Next level.
The shit that we got, mainly at the very end, and we're going back to the very first question that was asked in the chat now. What we got at the end is what Gunn is talking about going beyond Man of Tomorrow. Like, it set up Man of Tomorrow in a way, it gave it a plot point, and it gave us another entity to worry about with Checkmate, with them creating their own crime stopping entity that's going to be out here doing what they're doing. They're just not going to be doing it under Argus or anyone else. They're doing it for themselves. All right, so we got Checkmate, which that is huge because it coincides with what Flag Senior found in the location that is known as Salvation, and it's trapped Peacemaker there. So both Checkmate and Salvation go together in this way because actually it was under Salvation in which Amanda Waller, under Checkmate in which Amanda Waller had found Salvation and used that planet as a way to store metas and any villains really they deemed ever too dangerous. That's what we are. They just replaced Waller with Flag because Waller's outed, and Checkmate is now under Waller's daughter, right? Cool. So what kicked off Salvation in the comics was the death of Flash. And they used that as metas are dangerous. Now we got to do something because they're killing off the people that are actually helping them, even though we don't like vigilantes. They're killing off one of the good ones. Now all of them are bad. We got to get rid of them. We got to put them somewhere where it can't be a danger to us. But here they're replacing Flash with Flag Jr. Flag Jr.'s death essentially has served as that role via Flag Sr.'s revenge.
Yeah.
He'll be looking for a way the entire time to get back at Peacemaker, and he finally found it. And he can dress it up in a way get what he wants out of it now. He's getting two birds in one stone, right?
Yeah.
He's getting what he wants and getting his revenge on Peacemaker. And he's just sold to the government a way that makes him look like he's doing his job. The biggest thing about Salvation is that the planet was actually a training ground for the new gods of Apocalypse. Which we're talking new gods, we're talking Darkseid, we're talking Metron, we're talking Orion, we're talking Caliban, we're talking Desad, who was actually the warden of the planet. He led all the training ground activities. They didn't find this out until obviously they started putting people out there. So all those noises and things and roars that you heard in the background as the camera was panning out, you're hearing the inhabitants of that planet. And we're talking about the new gods. So what we've set up is the cosmic side of DC now. We have the foundation with the metas. Now we're going beyond that. This is huge. All right. This is huge. It's not like something that's just going to go for a man of tomorrow. This is huge. This is for the entire universe. And Gunn tried to downplay it, but Salvation is a huge, huge thing. When we're talking about the name of chapter 1, phase 1 of this being called Gods and Monsters. And we're talking gods, new gods. And now we're getting to Mr. Miracle Project. He's a new god. He deals with Apocalypse. So you see all of these breadcrumbs are coming together now. And this was the catalyst for it. So that was a huge, huge, huge reveal for the greater DCU, not necessarily for this episode or even for Man of Tomorrow, but more so for what we have going forward in the DCU. That is a huge thing we just got there.
That's
I
very
felt
true.
like that got overshadowed by the nonsense we just talked about, but that was a huge thing.
Yeah, it was. It was a very huge thing. Gunn talked in. He talked to New Rockstars, Screen Crush, and someone else, and they did an interview basically just talking about Peacemaker, talking about all that different stuff. And in that, he made a point to say that Salvation is not in our universe, right? Because each of these doors go to a separate universe. They do go to a different universe.
It's an important part to remember.
It's not like you can just hop in a spaceship and go to Salvation or anything. You can only,
right.
You know what I mean? Like it's this doorway that takes it to another dimension and so on and so forth. So it's gonna be really, really interesting to see where all of that shit goes, man, and the way that they're even using Peacemaker in it. And he actually also said that before originally the season 2 was supposed to end with them walking out of Checkmate, and that was going to be the last scene. But then Peter Safran knew what was going to be coming up next with Man of Tomorrow and all the other stuff. So he was the one that was like, nah, throw him into Salvation at the end so that way it can connect to all the other stuff that's going on deeper.
Yeah.
So
That and connecting dots with what you just said with how we go to Man of Tomorrow. Think who they were working with to get to Salvation.
Yep. Big
Lex
Lex.
right? But this is gonna be like his get out of jail free card. Cause we all been wondering, okay, so how's he gonna get out of Bell Reef? How you gonna get out of Bell? And then he got transferred to another prison, right? So it's like, all right, so how you gonna get out of here? Get out of jail free card. Helping solve the metahuman problem. The metahuman crisis has been a huge topic. The topic, the opening crawl of the Superman film talks about metahumans. This
Very true.
whole season of Peacemaker has been about metahumans and multiverse and different pockets, right? So those two things have been very consistent as we've moving forward. And the fact that he's reminding you salvation is not even in this universe because we had to go through these doors to get there. We're still playing the multiversal angle. So that's huge too.
Yeah.
So that could be also where the Booster Gold comment is still in play.
Exactly. That's what I was kind of thinking too. Like maybe they get locked in together on the planet or something, you know? Because because one thing about James Gunn is bro loves using these comics as inspiration to tell different stories. And new stories, to be completely honest. Like he tells really new and unique stories, but with the stuff that we already know all about. So I'm very interested in, you know, a lot of those angles as to how things are continuing in this area or this area. But I got to be honest, you know, outside of all of this stuff with Salvation and all of it, which I'm super hyped for. I got to still say that all of the projects that I am now most excited for, now that we have Superman already and Peacemaker already, it has to be like Supergirl. You know, Supergirl and Lanterns are just, those are the projects that are, one, not made by Gunn, and two, not made by Gunn. You know what I mean? Like that is so like so
That's
far
point,
James Gunn is the corner of this DC universe, bro. Every single project that we have is his. So it's going to be really, really important to see how other people's projects are existing within this same universe. And if there is that same understanding of continuity, if there is that same feeling of, you know, from one project to the next of understanding what's going on. Even though I have, I don't think Salvation is gonna pop up in Supergirl or anything like that, but I do think it could be a very important piece of a puzzle for something along the way in one of these other stories. And knowing that Peter Safran was even like, nah, bro, let's put Peacemaker in Salvation for the sake of the rest of this narrative. I mean, all of that just feels like so specific. It's like, it just feels very specific. It feels like very thought out things that are being done. And then since we know that Lanterns is going to have a huge impact on the way that the entire universe is kind of, our universe is kind of vibing out and how it kind of understands things and so on and so forth. It really makes me just wonder what the hell is going to be going on in all these other projects, bro. Like I have no clue.
That's a good point. Like Lanterns just became much bigger than what we originally were expecting, because because we know what Lanterns are in a nutshell, right? Space cops. So we know that part of what they're doing is going to bring them from space to Earth, and how that's going to connect with whatever we got going on in Earth. But we still now, because of Salvation and because of these different universes, like the ones that are kind of closest to what we're getting would be the Lanterns.
Yeah, very true.
Right now, Supergirl is off on her own thing, right? She left, she dipped, she's gone. We're gonna be following her through different planets in space and shit, right? She finding planets to have a red sun so she can get drunk. That's what we got with Supergirl, right? That's going to be on its own little tangent there. But like, Lanterns is going to be the closest guy that we have story wise I think what we just saw in Peacemaker. Now, that's not to say like none of these characters will appear ever, because I'm almost 1000% sure Superman's going to show up as Supergirl at some point.
Yeah.
Pay off the cameos, right? I mean, they're family, right?
Yeah.
So I fully believe Superman's going to be in the film. But what I think, bigger universe, the Lanterns play a role in that for me, because of they're not just stationed to one part of the universe, right? Each Lanterns have their own section of the known universe. Like, there are sectors that they don't know about that's out there. But the sectors that they do know about, there are Lanterns stationed all over the entire universe. So, like I said, the closest thing we're going to get to that narrative-wise would be Lanterns. And Lanterns just became a lot more important.
For real. I think I'm wondering if them sending people to another universe as part of their prison system, if that's a bad thing that the Green Lanterns would maybe be like, hey, you can't do that.
That's a good point.
Like, because that's a real, you know what I mean? Like, that's a huge thing that is being done. And in the same way that, like, because I'm thinking about it like this, the same way that the portal stuff showed up on their systems in Peacemaker, right? They knew where the stuff was because they had the system to track it. Who's to say that the Green Lanterns don't have some shit like that? And it's like, hey, bro, it's some dimensional rift shit going on here, and they keep opening portals or whatever the case may be. And we know that Guy Gardner is also on Earth already. What if they throw Guy Gardner in Salvation for something that he does? And that's why the other Green Lanterns are pulling up, because Guy Gardner has went missing from his post. His ring is gone because he done went through the portal. You know what I'm saying, G? Like, that could be crazy. That could be some crazy shit right there.
That's a good point. That's a good point, and it just kind of echoes like the people that are more closely connected to this would be the Lanterns.
Yeah, it's them, bro. Like, they are
out of that we've gotten so far. Now they could bring somebody in later that we haven't seen yet. Okay,
very
but
true.
like, just going off of what we got with Suicide Squad, Creature Commandos, Superman, Peacemaker, only ones right now that would make sense outside of the technology we already got on Earth would be the Lanterns and their rings.
I agree
with that.
Well, I'm very interested in seeing what's gonna happen next, G. I'm very interested. I liked the finale, except for the songs. I think if we didn't have those two songs in the finale, I think it would have been really good, honestly. I think I saw a lot of people already say it, but if you switch around episodes 8, 7, and 8, and, like, you know, kind of switch some of the things that are going on there, I think you have a much more a much more solid ending to that season. You know,
That's
because
a good point.
that last episode acted as an epilogue more than a finale, right?
It kind of, the last episode almost started a brand new story that was disconnected from everything else.
Yeah,
that's kind of where it felt like to me. I was like, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it just felt like it was out of place. And now people are saying if you switch those around, it would make more sense. It does, because that last episode, it just felt out of place. Like, it's like we're like this, and they took this, and it was like, over here. Like, but what about everything else we were talking about? No, right here. This is good. It just felt like it was out of place, and it was just weird. It had a weird vibe. So, you know. Oh, can you hear? Oh no!
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so yeah. I was saying that's the thing about Gunn, though, is that he does this thing to where every single ounce of what you see it matters to the story. for one reason or
Yeah.
another, right?
Yeah.
So for those people that weren't really paying attention to Rick Flag like that when it was his time on screen, they really were out of place at the end of the season because they're like, what the hell is going on? Because they didn't even realize that they have been telling us that inmates have been breaking out of prisons left and right. Like, things are bad, right? Like, it is bad for the sake of everybody right now, and they do not want to continue to rely on superheroes to do all of the things that are going on, or metahumans, for lack of better words, to do all of the stuff that they need to do, because metahumans are the reason why they're in this issue in the first place. So they're not going to rely on metahumans to fix their metahuman problem, right? So that is a huge thing that was echoing throughout the series, but unfortunately, it needed to be something a bit more blatant for those people who don't realize that is how Gunn works, right? Like, literally in the first episode of the Peacemaker show, when he walks in the season 1, he walks into his dad's house. On the television, they're talking about a gorilla that has escaped, and later in that season, you see the like you know what I mean? That is how James Gunn does stuff. He's gonna give you a little tiny itty bitty setup and then a huge payoff from something that you thought that was like a throwaway. And that is very much what the entire finale was. It was a whole episode about something that you thought was a throwaway line, right? Like, oh, you thought it was just some minor world building, but no, bro, it was like the pivotal, intrinsic linchpin point of everything that's about to happen in the story going forward. So,
and it's been the constant theme since this whole thing has started. The baseline for it all, the literal foundation of this entire universe, are metahumans. This whole thing was about A, getting back at Peacemaker, but B, as a subplot, even though it was the main plot, how do we fix the metahuman problem? That was Lex's issue. They chose this alien over me.
Yep.
This is how we're gonna do it. So forget everybody. They want that dude. I wouldn't be worried about Peacemaker. So why should I listen to that? Why would I care?
Yeah.
Lex is only on one thing. Lex is on these extraterrestrials and these metahumans. He don't care about anything else. And the opportunity came for him to kind of get what he wanted out of it. He latched on, right? So now we got two people after this metahuman problem. One guy with almost infinite resources, another guy with infinite intelligence. That, like you said, was the point. But it was kind of hidden behind everything else that was going on, but it was that baseline underneath everything. And then the final episode is when they kind of brought it back to the forefront after we saw everything else. And that's why, like you said, maybe if they did something a little bit more blatant along the way, right? If they dropped some more stuff, because they didn't really start talking about it for real to the back end of things. And then it became about, let's find a place to put metas. Because they were like, even while they were looking, they were like, well, what are we doing this for? They were asking, why are we going through all these doors? What are we looking for? What is Flag doing? It's like, well, Flag is doing something. You don't find out until like he's in the meeting.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find a place to put these metahumans.
And again, there is absolutely nothing in the show that makes you understand how big of an issue these metahumans are. Then they're breaking out. Like, that is the really big problem, because it's like, we just because me and you and are super nerds and we can read into everything, we know that if they're saying that metahumans are breaking out, that this is a huge problem. We don't need any more than that. You know what I mean? Like, we know, oh shit, this is bad. But for the regular viewer, they're like, oh, okay, this is a superhero universe. People probably break out of prison all the time. You know what I mean? Like, they don't realize how. They missed the point. You know what I mean? So I think if we saw a breakout in the we got that episode with Peacemaker fighting against the Sons of Liberty or whatever the hell they're called. If we had something like that, but they're stopping a metahuman that's breaking out of prison, I think that would have again made it hit a little harder when we realize, okay, Rick Flag really needs this to happen, right? We know all of his intentions behind why he's going after Peacemaker, but we don't really understand the depth of his intentions of why he needs that pocket universe. And that is the really big issue. But
that's a very good point.
Yeah. So That's you
Very
know
good point.
I think there's some like I enjoyed the season overall.
Yeah,
Like I
absolutely,
really
absolutely.
did. I think them even leaving his brother in that other universe and bruh's just alive, and I know a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people even saw that and were like, "Oh, bro, I thought he was gonna be the big bad in the finale." You know what I mean? And all these other things, and it's like,
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
that is very fair. But again, he didn't leave. Like, those loose ends are 100% going to pop up somewhere else. Like,
Oh, yeah, they're
that's
coming back.
just
They're
yeah,
coming
they're
back.
coming back,
Coming
brother.
back.
They
You better
are
believe it.
coming back.
You
One
better
of the
believe it.
last things that I want to talk about, and then we can like wrap it up so we can start getting ready for Welcome to Deary, because that's going to be dropping in about
Oh yeah.
40 minutes here. The one of the other things that I wanted to talk about, shit. Oh no, I lost it. Oh no. Damn. It's gone. That shit gone. What are your final thoughts, bro, on some of the shit that we've talked
It's
about
gone.
today, bro?
Check it out, man. Check it out. Check it out. Final thoughts. Final thoughts. So multiverse, that's a big thing. Metahumans is a big thing. So it looks like the DCU is built on metahumans and the multiverse, and those are two very huge things, and they leave everything wide the fuck open. Okay, so keep all of that in mind when we're going forward. We haven't really outside the pocket universes and the doors. We haven't really jumped in yet.
Yeah.
But just know we're getting there. We're getting there. So that'll be fun. And also, hey, go see Tron, man. Go see Tron Ares. See Tron Ares. Leave that right there.
I definitely need to
Go
go
see
see
Tron
Tron
Ares. You got the thumbs up from the little guy.
I've heard good things about that movie. I've heard good things,
Man,
and I've
it's a
heard
banger, man.
people just are they're too they got too much brain rot. They're letting they're letting the internet tell them how to feel about a movie before
That's
they even
it.
go and see it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
of course, Jared
It's a
Leto just
banger,
doesn't have the
dude.
best reputation his own self
That's
as
true
well.
too. He's
So
not
you know
like
what I
on
mean?
screen. People don't like him that much.
People don't like him on screen and off screen, bro.
Yeah.
Don't you
So
remember when
that's
bro
part of it.
was playing as Joker, bro, and he was sending people dead
Yeah,
rats and frogs and
he
shit,
caught flight
bro.
before that even started. So
Exactly, bro.
people don't like Leto, and I get that, but like, don't let that stop you from the movie. Like, he's not even
Hey, like,
an issue in the movie. He's not
oh,
even an
okay,
issue to
okay.
me in this movie. So, you know what I mean? Like, he's kind of he's almost not he's not a secondary character, but he's not
He's
the
not,
person, right?
yeah, he's
There's
not the
several things
primary
happening.
dude.
Yeah, there's several things happening, and he's kind of at the forefront of those things happening. And so, later on he becomes the guy, but he's not like the guy to start. So, I think it was paced very well, and it's just fun, and it's huge nostalgia. If you've seen the original Tron, you in for some good shit here. So yeah,
Dope,
definitely,
dope,
I
dope.
definitely recommend watching OG Tron, and then and before you see this movie, even if you have or haven't seen Legacy, still watch OG Tron.
Oh yeah, you heard it here first. Go and check it out. Check it out. Check it out. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming this week. Yo, my OBS and my PC was off the Richter scales tweaking, so we're gonna be back at it and rocking and locked in. Today, like I said, we have Welcome to Deary. That's gonna be dropping in about 30 minutes here. So we're gonna end this stream and then I'll be live again, like right after, so we can get into that and get ready for Welcome to Deary, which I am actually really excited for, and it's dropping just in time for Halloween. You know what I'm saying? So what a great
Perfect
way
timing.
to start this
Perfect
week,
timing.
bro, going into this spooky season, bro. So spooky time. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Oh, something else is dropping this week. Star Wars Visions is also dropping this week. Season 3, bro. Yeah, season 3 of that is going to be releasing. And then I think Chainsaw Man, the movie, is out right now as well.
Yeah, that's out. That's out. Yep.
Mistaken.
That's out. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else that might be going on right now. I think that's the majority of it. Other than book club, we got book club on Wednesdays. I haven't been able to do literally anything because of all of this PC problems, but we're back at it.
Craziness.
So this week, I'm hoping to go live, like almost like a everyday type thing, just to kind of get ready for this new month and all that shit too. So make sure y'all locked in and are ready to go. Okay. With all that being said, make sure you follow my guy Mike Beasley at Music City Soul on all platforms to stay up to date with all of the things that he is getting jiggy with over there. And you can also tap in with me at Sensei Finito to save the day with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing I'm partaking in at that particular time. And of course, follow the channel at Marvel Bros on all platforms to stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. We definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. And my guy Beezy, I definitely appreciate you for being here with me as well. Hopefully this is the last week of these bullshit technical difficulties holding us back. And next week we can be locked in and ready to make it happen, okay? I hope everybody has a good rest of your day, and I will see you in about 15 minutes. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and Bryson, represent the superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.
And on today's pop culture news update.